And we are live. If we take a look on the comments showing it on the stream, it all looks pretty good. A Facebook user says, is this Melon? I believe this is Swapnil. Swapnil, if you want to be able to, for me to read the comments during a live stream, then do press the link in the video description so I can, and give those permissions so I can actually see who is talking. Let's see who else is here. We have David Lemon. Hey, mate. Siddharth. Great. Awesome. Okay, guys. So everything is looking good. I wanted to do that 5-minute intro just to make sure that the live stream is going well. And Robert also says, hi, Mark. Happy to be here. Happy to have you guys. So yeah, let's see. There we go. So the live workshop for today is building a referral campaign completely inside of the chatbot, right? So this is what you can expect for this live session. I'm going to build this directly live from scratch inside this chatbot. So let's get started right away. There are a few things that we need. So let me share the screen first. There we go. That should be this one. Yes, there we go. Okay, first of all, we basically need 3 kinds of flows. And if we take a look, flow 1 will let the user opt in and receive their referral link, right? So that is the first flow that we're going to build. The second flow is the referral that opts in to the chatbot, and the referrer gets notification about the new referral. So flow 2 is basically redirecting the new referral, the new user, through the referral link inside of the chatbot, and it ends up as a new lead. And sorry, and then flow 3 will be the thank you flow, where the referrer gets to see who signed up using his or hers referral link. So those are the 3 flows that we're going to build today. I'm going to build the absolute basic, because if we want to extend this just like my Viral Referral template that I have inside my membership, then it takes a little bit more time than just this live session to build. But I want to show you how you can do the basics. Basically, it's just using a ref URL, right? Saving a payload inside that ref URL, and then we are going to do a few API calls using the UChat API. And then we will be able to be sending the flow 3, the thank you flow, towards the referrer. So let's get started. We have basically a blank canvas. So let's create a new flow, and let's call this flow, let's say referral opt-in, right? So referrer opt-in, actually. So this will be flow 1. From this starting step, it can be really simple. We're just going with a send message button, a send message block, sorry, something like, hey, first name, to have you here and seeing you enjoying the free templates and contents. And let's do a little bit of a smiling face. So let's do something like this one. And let's just do a typing delay, another text block. And let's say, let's just insert a button. Normally I would, it will take up a little bit more than this live session. So let's go with, sure, how can I help? From here, let's connect it, and let's say something like perfect. Let me explain it quickly. And then I'm going to explain what they can do. The thing is, inside incentivize the sharing of content, right? So you cannot say plainly, ask the subscriber to share your content and then give a link. But the incentivizing is not allowed on the Messenger platform. What you could do is send out an email or an SMS that points towards this flow, right? And then explain in that SMS or that email. An email is most likely the better place because you can explain it in a little bit more detail that you want basically you want their help to share the content, and if you get so many people inside, so an X amount of people inside, they will get something in return. So this is something that we are going to set up, but again, inside of the Messenger conversation itself, you cannot incentivize this this sharing of content. So I'm going to say, if you want to help me out sharing the content, you can just use this link, right? So this is exactly what I'm going to write. I would like to help as many as I can. So what you could do for me is share the following link with any of your friends or people who you think might benefit from these concepts. And then we can just go with another text block just to like, let's wait for about 5 seconds so people can actually read the previous message, and then give the actual link. Now, before I'm going to send the link, we actually need to create one, right? So the way that you can create links is by going to Tools, go to Widgets, and then create a new widget on the top right corner and press the Ref URL. I already did so, and as you can see, I created one for the Viral Referral template, but let's create another one, and let's call this Referral Workshop. Let's edit this, and let's give it a custom parameter, and let's just say share, right? So this will give a unique parameter towards this messenger link, and then we want to save the payload. So we want to save something that we can use in the next flow, and the thing that we want to save is the user NS ID. And this is really, really important. So we are going to fetch the user NS ID. Let's see if I already, yeah, I created the custom user field already. So this will be referrer NS ID, right? And this is actually the thing that we are going to save. So we're going to save something inside of this custom field. And we're going to save this for now because the opt-in flow we actually need to build as well. So we're going to save this new ref URL. That will sit there for now. And then we can go create a new subflow and call this referral opt-in. So this is the referral opt-in, or we can say this is the well, no, actually referral opt-in is fine. There we go. We're just going to publish this flow so we can save it under the ref URL, right? So we want to be pointing towards this particular flow. So let's say this is the opt-in flow for the referral, and then save. So the ref URL is basically all set to go now. There we go. Now inside the referrer opt-in, so the invitation basically, we can now do something specific with this ref URL. And actually I need to copy this ref URL as well. Let's copy this, otherwise I cannot use it. So the referrer opt-in just share the following link with anyone you think might benefit. Many thanks in advance. And then you can copy and paste this link in. But what we are going to do now is we are going to save a custom payload, right? Because we want to save this referrer's, this referrer's ND, ID, and SID into this ref URL. So what we can do is we are going to save the payload by entering 2 midlines, and then we're going to search for a custom field. And then we have something called user ID, but we also should have something called user NS. And this user NS is the user ID that we want to save. There we go. Basically, this flow is already set now, right? So people who are going to copy and paste this and share with friends, they will be able to mark themselves as the referrer of that new lead that comes in because of this extra payload, this user NSID. This marks them a unique link, basically the referral link. And you can use this in the side of affiliate programs as well. The same sort of setup. Link a user to the referrer itself. Let's see if there are any questions about this specific part. So let me scroll down. How long will this take? Brother will schedule some time to check it out. Well, even if you cannot follow along during the live session, cannot see who this is, do press the link inside the description above or below, and then you will be able to display the user profile as well. But if you cannot stay for the live session, it will be a replay inside of the Facebook group, so no worries. Matthew says, #live, #UChat rocks. Well, you were a little bit biased, Matthew, so, but I do agree, okay, great. No questions so far, it seems. So let's just continue with the main flow, with the main setup, and then let's build the referral opt-in, right? Because that's equally as important. And inside the referral opt-in, we actually need to go and do some conditional based logic. So if we take a look there, so let's just grab this second referral opt-in flow. The first thing that we are going to do is check if the referrer is not cheating. And with this, I mean, if we are going to place a condition to check if they didn't press the link themselves to cheat the system, basically, right? So this is a really important step to actually prevent those people from cheating the system. So what we are going to do is we are going to go with the condition block. And then we are going to build the condition. And that will be referrer NSID is the user NS right? Because if these are the same, that means that the referrer pressed its own link to try and cheat the system that way. So if this is yes, we are going to say something like, let's just make it a little bit more of a fun conversation, right? And let's say something like, hey, first name. That's not fair. Are you trying to cheat? You're trying to cheat here? And then let's make it a little bit more. All the help that you can give. Something like this, right? You can make this totally personal, but this is just a failsafe to have in place. So the next step is to actually get the referrer first name from that payload that we saved inside that ref URL. And the way to do this is by going towards the UChat API and get the subscriber information, right? So what you could do is we can go to the top right corner, we can go to API keys, and from here you will be bore you with the specifics, but basically the API call that we want, yeah, right? So the API call itself will be subscriber get info. So there will be this one. We are going to use the subscriber NS ID because we saved that in the custom payload of that URL, right? And that is the place that we are going to use that from. So the URL, so let's go with the condition no step because we assume that the referrer is not cheating. And now we're going to grab an action step. Inside that action step, we're going with advanced actions, external request, and we're going to go with a get external request type. We're going to paste in the ref, basically the request URL. Already copy and pasted this, as you can see here. So that will be subscriber slash get info and then question mark user NS is, right? So this is the base URL. And then for the headers, we have the headers called authorization. So there are actually two ways to do this. So you have the headers authorization and you need to insert your chatbot API token. And that API token can actually be fetched from this overview, right? I have this API token for the chatbot templates, and this is the one that I need. So you can just, if you created one, you can just copy it. And otherwise you can create a new API key and give it a name. You can assign all abilities or just only manage flows or only manage teams, whatever you like to, and then select any of your chatbots that you want to connect to. In my case, it will be chatbot templates. And this is the one that I copied and grabbed. Now inside the header section, you can do two things. You can do the header, you can insert the API token inside of the header, and then you will need to do it like this. So there will be bearer and then your API token, right? So I save my API token inside of a bot field. So that would look something like this: authorization bearer API key, right? Or what you could do, so we can delete this. We can also go towards the authorizations tab, go with the dropdown and go with the bearer token. Then the only thing you need to do then is just insert your API key here. So there are two possibilities for you to insert the API key. there is no, for me, this is the preference because it saves a few steps. I don't have to first insert the authorization. I just go to the authorization step and insert my API key from there. Let's see if there are any issues here. Hey guys, finally, the $1 million referral campaign. Thanks, Mark. My pleasure, Matthias. Yeah, billing it out live, so hopefully you can recreate it this way. But okay, let's continue for now. I will leave it as it is, right? But we want to be able to test this sequence as well. So the way to do this is, instead of having the chatbot API token here, and I can insert it as a. I want to test this out. I also need to implement another header, by the way, just to make sure that we don't get sidetracked. The extra header will be the header accept, and then the value will be application JSON. I just copied this from my notes, so it's a little bit more easy. And then we can do a test, basically, right? I already pre-filled something inside of my referrer NS ID, so this should work, but let's test it out. Any given data, the user NS format is invalid. you already, you always have this issue here. Okay, so let's see, application JSON authorization. There we go. So let's save this actually for now. Let's publish this and let's take a look at my bot users. Let's go for the user NS ID. Okay, so actually it's not pre-filled. So let me just pre-fill it right now. Just doing some shortcuts here, guys, just to be able to show you something, right? And so let me just do that right now. So I can pre-fill this. There we go. And now I should be able to do that testing. So let me do that test again. Everything should be filled in still, except application JSON, and in the authorization we have the bearer token. So let's test this out. The data has still been okay. So whoops. So this is a little bit strange because it should work. It's a live session, so let's see if it's actually saved the user NS. Yeah, it should have saved. Okay. So let's go back. Referral opt-in, publish. Let's take another look. This is the referrer NS ID. Accept. Okay. So what I actually need to do here is copy and paste this part, because we also need to have a test value for the request URL. So that will be most likely my mistake. So if I test it now, it should work. There we go. That was the issue, guys. The user field in the testing environment will not populate, so you will need to have the actual live value. Well, you can see that you can grab the first name from this overview. So in my case, it will be first name of Ivan, and then we can map it to any kind of custom field that we like to. Right? So the custom field that I already prepared for this is the referrer first name, and that's actually this one. And we can just add this and then save it. So now that we have the referrer's first name, that's the step one, right? Now we want to set a certain custom field. So we want to set the custom field referral name to the name of the referral, right? And this way we can do another API call on the other side. So we want to notify in flow 3 who signed up using the referral link. So we need to do the other way around now. So the way to do this is by going with another action step. We can actually do that right inside of this one. We're going to set a variable called referral first name. And let's see where it is, referral name. There we go. And then we can give it a value. And that value could be the first name, that could be the last name, or that could be the complete name. That's completely up to you. I will just use the first name for now. So I will just grab the first name. There we go. And now we are going to go with another external API call. And that's basically to set something at the side of the referrer. So in more detail shortly. But the thing that we are going to do is we're just going to grab another action block, going with an external request again. The thing that we need to do now, we're actually going to post something towards a specific URL. So this will be the URL. And that will be uchat.com.au API subscriber set user field by name. So this is the thing that we are going to do. Inside the headers, the header will actually be the same. We can just go with the accept and then the application JSON. Let me just copy and paste this from my notebook. There we go. And then we should be good to go for that part. Then inside the body, it's actually going to be, let me just copy and paste that as well. For the body, we're going with a raw JSON file. And the raw JSON file will be user NS is going to be the referrer NS ID, because we want to notify the referrer that a new lead has just come in through his link, right? Then the field name will be referral name. That is the custom field that we want to set over at the user side. And then the value will be the referral name user field here. We could also skip the above step with setting the custom field. I just set it up like this. So we could also say just referral name and then insert the first name of this user. I just set it in the previous action step. Then for the authorization, we of course need to have that bearer token again. So that bearer token, let me just grab that. Boom, boom, boom. That would be authorization. Let me grab that API key again. So there would be that this API key, and this will be the test value. And then inside the body, if we want to test this, I'm not going to make that same mistake again. So if we want to test this, we're actually going to be needing the user NS ID from me. So this will be my NS ID. So if I go back and duplicate this tab, I'm going to grab my NS ID from the bot users, because that is just as handy. Let's just copy this, insert this, the referral name, and then this one, I could name anything. So let's say something like John, and let's test if this is working correctly. So the post method is not, supporting method, oh, it's put, okay. So I actually need to be using the put method. I totally forgot about that. Let's check. Yeah, okay. So the request type to update something on another user's custom fields is the request type of put instead of post. So let's press test. And you will get a status back of OK. So if I go towards my bot user account now, it should say that if we take a look at the body, that the custom field referral name should be set to value John now. So let's test and have a look. If we go here, let's go to all my custom fields, referral name, and here you have it. It's been set to John. It's just as easy as this, just 2 external requests to fetch all the data from the referrer and then be able to send the data from the referral over back towards the referrer to set up everything inside of Flow 3. So what you can do inside of the second flow now that we did all the referral parts, right? We could say something like, so let's go with just a text block again. Hey, first name. So awesome. So great to see that referrer first name invited you here. I am very excited to be sharing this template with you. It will get you up and running in just a few minutes. So this is basically all that you need to do for the Flow 2. You can make this as advanced as you want to. As you can see, I just used about 5 blocks to set up the opt-in flow for the referral, right? So you can just give the template and then you can, for example, follow up the next day and invite this user to, if they like the template, for example, you can invite this user to become a referrer as well and share it with others again. So this will be a completely organic automated funnel. The thing that you need to do now inside of Flow 3, this is basically the thank you flow. So we're going to build a thank you flow. This will be the referrer thank you flow. If we're going to build this, let's just save this for now. We also need to have a trigger for this. When is this flow triggered? This flow is triggered when the certain custom field that we just set at the referrer side has been changed. So the way to do this, I'll actually set this up already for the Viral Referral template, right? As you can see here, user field changed, referral name. Then this has been activated, but let's do the same for this live workshop. If we are going with the user field changed, there we go. Select the user field. This will be referral name. Has changed. Let's see, has changed to any value. That would be the specific thing that we want to. If it changes to anything other than the previous value, then we want to trigger this flow. So let's just save this. And now we can choose a subflow. So the subflow will be the thank you flow for the referrer. There we go. Don't forget to activate this automated trigger, right? Because this is really, really important. And from here, we're going to build a simple thank you flow. But first, let's take a look if someone has any more questions. Does not seem like it. So let's just continue and see if there are any questions at the end. I do not see anything right now, but that's completely fine. So let's just continue building this. As you can see now, the starting step is that the user value changed, referral name. We're actually going with the first step, and the first step is to increase a certain score for this referrer, right? And the score for this referrer is basically, let's see, yeah, okay. So the thing that you can do is to increase the score of this referrer. So we're going to go and set a custom field, set a custom variable, and the custom variable will be referrer. Let's see if we have the referral points. There we go. And this will be a math plus, and we're actually going to use the referrer points again. We're going to increase the number by 1. So every flow has been triggered for the referrer, then they will get another referral point. What we can now also do is we're going to set another action and another custom field, because we also want to know how many people are left to invite, right? So if we go back, referral points left, we're actually going with a minus, so we subtract the certain points, and the certain points will be the subtraction of let's see, the referral points. Sorry, actually, let's say that the threshold for inviting people is set at 10, right? Then we want to minus this by the number of referral points that the referrer currently has. So this is the way that you can set this up. Going to press save. And this is basically the most important math inside the entire thank you flow, because now we are able to do the following. We can say a thank you message, and the thank you message could be something like, hey, first name. Just wanted to thank you really quick. As one of your friends named, and here is the important thing, because we set this custom field, the referral name just signed up inside the chatbot. Currently, only the referral points left. Currently, only so many people left before I really want to, before I can send something amazing your way. Oops. Amazing your way. So as you can see, hey first name, just wanted to thank you really quick as one of your friends named first name. In this case, John, right? Because that is the test value. Just signed up inside the chatbot. Currently only this amount of referral points left. People, currently only, for example, 8 people left before I can send something amazing your way. Really appreciate all your help. So this could be a thank you message. And actually we need to put in the condition here. So to put any kind of condition or any kind of block in between 2 blocks, you can just hover over the line that connects the two and connect the plus sign. But because we first need to check if the number of referral points equals 10, right? So if it equals 10, let's go there. Referral points equal to 10. Equal to 10. Well, yeah, actually, let's make it equal to 10. If yes, then we need to have another message, because they have entered the threshold that we set of 10 referrals to get a reward, right? So we can say something like, let's go with this one. Hey, first name. Just wanted to let you know that referral name signed up inside the chatbot. It actually means you shared this content with 10 people already. Thank you so much for spreading the love. Do check your email inbox as you have received a present, as you received a gift for my, do check your email inbox as you received a gift for helping me out this much. And then you can just send an email towards this referral, right? Because you cannot incentivize the or reward the user inside the messenger channel, and so you cannot ask for it. You could give the reward directly inside the messenger channel, but I also saw that a few accounts have been banned because of this, and especially if a viral referral campaign really goes viral, you might be in a higher risk level of getting banned because of sending out those rewards inside the channel itself. So it's better to send them inside of an email instead of inside the messenger channel themselves. So what you could do is you could just connect this to a send email step, and from here you will be able to send the email with the reward, and you can just put in a button to claim the reward that could go back inside the chatbot, or you can give a certain code as a discount, anything that you like to send a reward this way. So basically, in short, this is the basic viral referral campaign. So if we summarize, the first opt-in flow is for the referrer, right? And where you are going to ask them if they can help out. If they say yes, then you can explain, and you can ask them if they can just share the link that you generated for them, because each of this link will be unique because of this custom payload, the user NS, right? So if they share this link, then the new user is going to get inside of flow 2, the referral opt-in, where we first check if the referrer did not try to cheat. If so, then this condition will pass towards the yes path. And there we will say something funny like, hey, that's not fair. Are you trying to cheat here? Nice try, but I do appreciate all the help that you can give. And otherwise, you can go with the next step, which is to fetch the referrer's first name, right? Sorry. Actually, why did that not work? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So this was a little bit confused because of the extra action. But inside of this external request, you have basically going to fetch all the referrer's details, and you're going to map the referrer's first name towards this custom field. Then the next step will be to set the referral name. This is optional because I like to do it this way, just to have the custom fields ready. But you could also skip this one. I just let it in here, but you can set the referral name to the first name. Then the next part is to set the referral name over at the one who did the inviting, so the referrer, right? And you do that with this external request. Inside the body, you will have the user NS. So this will be the referrer NS ID that we saved inside of the affiliate link, basically, right? Then we have the custom field name, referral name. And the value will be the referral name itself. So that could be first name, that could be username, anything you saved it to. So you could also replace this with just the first name directly. It basically is the same as doing the above connection. You're going to save this. The next step for the referral, the new lead that comes in, you're going to greet them and then send them the template or the lead magnet that you promised, right? And then over at the referrer's end, so the person who did the inviting, you will see that the referral points will be added by 1. We're going to check how many points are left. If so, we're going to check with the condition, did they reach 10 already? If so, we are going to give them a reward. And otherwise, we're going to send them a regular thank you message, thanking them for inviting the first name of that referral, that new lead that just signed up inside the chatbot. And then we, because of the math that we did here, we can also show how many referrals are left before they get something good, get something special, right? So this is the basic referral campaign that you can set up completely inside of your own chatbot. And this has many use cases. You can share content with lead magnets, right? So you can let people opt in to receive a free lead magnet, but you can also use this as affiliate links to, if a new lead that signs up through that referrer's link ends up buying a certain product, you can send certain commissions towards that particular referrer. So there are many use cases for this, but this is a fantastic way to build a referral, recurring referral campaign totally inside the chatbot. You do not need any kind of other platform except UChat to build this completely natively inside of the platform. So let's see if there are any questions. There we go. Okay. Hi, any chance to get this as a template? I could have this basic version inside the template store, sure. This is something that I can do. But in general, if you understand the principles of getting the referral campaign inside, like I showed you during this live session, it's maybe even better to do this yourself, because you can create the flows directly from scratch and match it towards your own preferences. Otherwise, you might even spend up more time customizing these individual flows instead of creating your own one. So I hope that is, but I can have this basic template inside the template store, sure. UChat rocks, already sent that. Matthew, hey guys, finally the $1 million referral campaign. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. Okay, so it seems there are no more questions. Again, if you're watching the replay, you can, of course, ask your question inside the comment section, and I myself, Matthew, or Joyce will be able to help you out by answering those questions later on the day or in the days to come. For now, have a fantastic day. I really hope that you enjoyed this live session and see how a referral program can be built directly inside of the chatbot. You can also connect this with an e-commerce store, right? You can attach this towards a loyalty program. But in general, I think this is a fantastic way of building something really, really basically simple. We built this in like 50 minutes, 45 minutes even, and you can customize this completely towards your own liking. And so really hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day and take care and talk soon.